the beat of New York.
103.5 KTU. We are here with the Harlem Globetrotters. Yay!
Hey, oh my gosh, what's up?
I'm here with Bull and Hoops. Bull and I actually go way back.
Way back.
Way back. Like, when was the first time we met?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Were you at the bag snatching? The bag snatching incident?
I don't think so.
Of 2013. When was it? 2012. My gosh, we're old.
Well, I've been on the team since 2008, and I've been to the Garden a number of times. It could have been like 5 or 6 years.
Wow. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
And it's always great. It's always the best time of the year when you guys come to visit, which is normally either around the holidays or Valentine's Day. Yeah. And this time around, we actually have you for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I believe, the 23rd, you're doing Madison Square Garden. And
so it's the Garden, then we head to Barclays Center, and then we head to Rutgers. So we will be here over the Thanksgiving, that Thanksgiving Day weekend, and then we come back at the end of December for 7 games. So.
It's incredible.
Break.
Yeah.
So for anybody who's never been to a Harlem Globetrotter game, because it's not just a game, perhaps maybe Hoops, you can explain what it's all about and why it's so great to bring the kids.
It's great for the kids. This year it's going to be a lot of fun. We're basing it a lot around our fans, a lot of crowd interaction, and like you said, it's for the kids, but it's also for the family. So it's a perfect time to, during Thanksgiving break, bring the entire family. Everybody's going to be full off all that food, all that turkey, but you can see the dunks, the trick shots, the ball handling, a lot of fun, a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, a lot of great smiles, laughing.
And what I love so much is that, first off, it's like a co-ed team.
True.
And everybody kind of brings something different. Like, for instance, Hoops, I know you're like a master dribbler.
Yeah.
Can we demonstrate? Like, do we have a ball?
Yeah.
We can work on carpet?
We do got a ball.
Yeah.
There's one over here. There's one in here.
They're going to be like, what's going on in here?
Intermission.
That's the one thing
For
I never learned
Hoops.
how to do, because I always wanted to be
Dribbling.
able to play basketball, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to dribble.
I mean,
Like, it's going to, like, roll somewhere.
dribbling is like the fun part of the game.
Yeah.
You go ahead. Dribble, you got the spider right there. Yep. You got the one hand, pity pat. With the knee. Oh, with the kick. Ooh. Girl power.
Yes.
Yep.
Woohoo!
And, oh, the slide under catch. No.
Best thing I've ever seen.
That's where it gets interesting at right there.
Dribbling now.
And you should just imagine all the young
this,
ladies. I can. All the young ladies look up to her for that.
I mean, this is incredible. They're like, what's going on in this studio
Yeah.
over here?
So when Wendy, it's your turn.
What you got?
Yeah. It's your turn.
I didn't got that. That's for sure. But no, I mean, like, at what age did you realize you could do this?
Well, I picked up a ball when I was about 4 years old, and I think I've always had a ball in my hand. So I think that's where it came naturally for me. I love having everywhere I went, I would take a ball with me. And it was just fun for me. I used to watch like the N1 mixtapes and all that stuff, and it carried over.
Like, how do I do it now? Do I just go on YouTube and, like,
Well,
I feel like
you
there's
gotta
always something on
practice.
YouTube that shows you how to
That's
do it.
very true that you can always go on YouTube. We was with
Yeah.
the little girl Samaya yesterday, and she is amazing off
is
of
this
YouTube.
the 8-year-old, right?
Yeah,
she's
well, she's
well,
actually
9 years
9.
old now.
Nine,
Yeah,
wow.
she she picked up a basketball and started doing stuff when she was about 4 years old, and her dad said, how did you do that? And she said, watching TV and watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
wow, that's
watching
crazy.
on YouTube. You'll appreciate this, but also this is probably the worst thing that anybody could ever do. This guy learns how to do a backflip in like 6 hours.
I think I
Did you
seen
see that?
I
I'm like,
did.
oh, that's like the first. That's how you kill yourself. But like, speaking of being able to do these really cool athletic gymnastic-y moves,
Yeah.
like, you're no stranger to that. I know you just broke another world record.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell me, what's your approach to learning not only trick shots, but also the, I guess, more like, how do I put this?
Entertainment value.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
So the more the entertainment value for being a Harlem Globetrotter is, you got to be extraordinary. I've been learning how to do backflips since I was maybe 6 or 7 years old, but I never thought one day I'd be breaking a Guinness World Record for the longest backflip shot. So being an entertainer out there is just giving the people something different and something new to watch every time they come see you. A lot of fans know me for American Ninja Warrior, being on there 3 times. A lot of fans may say, I seen you on Tough Mudder. which is one of the toughest obstacle courses in the world. And now fans are going to see me and they're going to approach me and say, I just seen you break that Guinness World Record for the longest backflip shot. Like, that's amazing. Like, how did you do it?
Before you got here, Eric, who handles the management portion of it, he's like, do you guys happen to have a treadmill here? And I was like, I don't think we do, but maybe you could explain why we were asking for that.
Well, that's because I had posted a video of me. I was in the hotel. I was bored, and I wanted to work out. And so I was like, I'm going to try something new. So I took a ball, and I was like, maybe I can work on my ball handling, kill two birds with one stone. Work out and work on my ball handling. So I got on the treadmill, and I was just doing all these different ball handling drills and moves, and the video kind of went viral. And
wow.
It was amazing.
Wow. The two of you are, I mean, you know, I've known you for a while, and, you know, I'm aware of the American Ninja Warrior stuff, which, I mean, how do you pick a workout at this point? How do you decide, today I'm going to climb a rope?
It's tough. I think during that it's tough because I'm always active in the off season. I have my own thing that I do, but when we're on tour, we play 7 to 9 times a week. So we're always running. We're always doing conditioning. And then I may throw in a couple of days where I do like actual workouts to repair muscles. But other than that, I have to always stay ready. You never know when the Globetrotters are going to call you with some type of an event or a game or something like that. So you just got to stay ready. And that's what I do.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And all the backflips. And I remember a couple years ago, I don't want to bring this up again, but like there was a hoop malfunction.
Oh, yeah.
And I think a lot of people saw that on YouTube. That was so scary because I watched it, and I had watched it without knowing it was you at first. And I'm like, and then can't say that in front of the Globetrotters. But yeah, I mean, so a lot of the stuff is not safe to try at home unless you are being trained by a professional. But what advice would you give to kids that maybe want to, you know, because I know, Hoops, you're one of the newer Globetrotters. Like how can kids, I guess, try to get themselves ready for this sort of adventure?
Well, yeah, definitely have to start with the fundamentals. Like this just didn't happen overnight. You know, it's a process, and you'll get more comfortable. But it's just a process, and you have to take it slowly. And you'll master the fundamentals, and then you can add more flair into it, or the swag, the tricks, the backflips. So you just work your way up.
It's be cool to work for a company that really encourages, you know, you to be different.
Creativity, innovation.
Because I think deep down we all have a shtick. Right?
I think my words of advice for kids is when you come to a game and see me perform, don't do what I do at home. All right, that's one thing.
We're gonna stress that. Can we write in a disclaimer too?
Don't do what Bull does.
Don't do it.
I get tagged in a lot of videos and stuff like that where kids be climbing up their walls and trying to mimic me from American Ninja Warrior. I've gotten a couple videos where kids be sitting up on top of the rim. My thing is, you're like 8 years old, bro. How did you get up there? Like, did you scale the pole and try to run a backboard? Like, so my thing is, take your time. With sports, take your time. With anything, take your time. It's going to require a lot of practice, a lot of hard work, and dedication. So for the kids out there that do wants to do anything, doesn't matter if it's basketball or football, whatever, practice, hard work, and dedication, that's for anything. So.
By the way, you brought up football. Is it true you tried out for the Jets?
Yeah, I did back in 2008, right after the college dunk.
How did I not know this?
I don't know how you did not know this. I don't know. No. So
what was that like?
It was fun. It was a great experience. Back in 2008, after the college dunk contest, I got back down to college, and me and my friend were walking to class, and my phone rang, and it was the New York Jets wanting to call me in for a tryout. I said, I looked at him, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I went down and never played football before. And it was kind of weird because I was just down there fresh out of the dunk contest, and all the players that had came in for the tryout was like, didn't we just see you on TV dunking? I'm like, yeah. Like, they're like, what you doing here? And I'm like, I have no idea. So I was down there for three or 4 days with the team, and it was a great experience for me with the Jets. And I had a lot of fun, learned a lot, but I just never played football before, though.
Could you see yourself like living in New York?
No.
Because I know the Harlem Globetrotters, Harlem, but a lot of traveling. Like you're not just hitting up New York around Thanksgiving time, but you know you're hitting all the cities. Really.
Yeah,
and
we hit
stuff internationally as well.
We hit every state on the USA tour. Roughly 300 plus games.
I think it's 326.
Yeah, about that many games in a span of like 4 months. 4 or 5 months, and what we try to do is we try to hit every market. It doesn't matter if it's a big city. It doesn't matter if it's a small city. We try to go lead that impression everywhere around the USA, and then we also go international February. So
I remember flight time. I met the Pope.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, dude,
were
was
you there
crazy.
for that too?
I wasn't there for that.
No.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
for
I mean, you guys have had some incredible opportunities. Hoops, what's your absolute favorite moment?
being with me.
Yes. When I'm with him, it's always my favorite moment. There's a couple. I had the opportunity to go to Mozambique, Africa, which is amazing. We were there with World Vision, and we got to get out and involved with the community. That was pretty humbling, eye-opening, all that. That was fun. Also, I had the opportunity to go back home and play in Lexington, Kentucky, which is my hometown, at Rupp Arena. And the first time I saw the Globetrotters play was when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
At Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, and my aunt took me and my brother. So last year I had the opportunity to play at Rupp Arena for the first time in my home city. My entire family flew in, so it was just a big game.
You were the professional.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's making me cry. Well, what about you? Because it's been a hot minute for you.
yeah, it's been 11 years for me.
We both old. Careful now.
My most favorite memory, I want to say.
Yeah, like what's the most memorable moment? I mean, you can give me like one of the top 10.
One of the top 10.
Right.
I want to say playing in the Garden is a big one for me for the first time. Playing back home in front of all my family. I had like 100 tickets that game, literally like 100 tickets for the game. I want to say anything that has to do with showing who I am. And when I went back home for the first time and I had those 100 tickets and all my family came out, it was like a milestone for me because it was like I made it kind of, and I had everybody there at the game. I had my own little cheering section. And I want to say that's probably one of the most memorable things for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody wants to follow you, because I know, Hoops, you're like one of the most followed Globetrotters on Instagram.
That's crazy.
Well,
That's crazy.
First off, those abs, my gosh.
Oh my God.
I'm grabbing my rolls right here. I got to do your workout. Hey, but how can they follow you? And and maybe you can explain what your Instagram's about.
So my Instagram is about just trying to spread motivation and inspiration. It's mainly about basketball, myself with basketball workouts and basketball content. But my Instagram is at Brianna Green 11.
Nice. My Instagram is about a little bit about everything. I try to keep it 100% real with all the fans on there. So whenever they DM me, I DM them right back. But it's about everything. It's about life in general. It's about having fun.
Yeah.
And
then of course our Globetrotters experience. We have pictures of that, and
And mine is at Bullbody84. So.
Very cool. Well, we hope that everybody will get a chance to get those tickets, go see the Globetrotters when they're in town for Thanksgiving. And guys, anything you want to add?
Yeah, if you guys do want to inquire about tickets, go to harlemglobetrotters.com/NYC, and they'll have all the dates up there. Times, come on out and enjoy it. Laugh some of those pounds off over the Thanksgiving weekend. And hey, enjoy it.
We're going to go dribble now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Dribble, 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 dribble.